whether it be that bridge or over at Turtle Island for a sacred burial ground. We pray. We pray all the time. That's all it's supposed to be. We were told to pray and to stand like stone. That's what we were told to do. And, if we go up there in the right way, this wouldn't happen. This wouldn't go down this way. And honestly, a lot of times it doesn't go down this way. It isn't every day everyone hears about all this violence and stuff here. If it's all you hear from here, you don't hear it often.
I can't say why the media's up there, but all we know is that they're not down here. They're not interviewing the people down here. They don't want to come down here. Nobody's closing the doors to them. Nobody's telling them they can't come here. This is an open community. They can come and speak to leaders. They can come and speak to the people that are actually here.
And this is going to be the development of a new operating system that's not based on what our forefathers created. Our forefathers created a system based on Roman law, and it didn't work for them either. Now we have the ability to talk globally to people all over the world, and by doing that, we're going to build a new system around the old system. Is the old system like it's a Darth Vader world? Like Princess Leia said, the more you tighten your grip, the more systems squeeze through your fingers. Well, this is a system that's not going away. This place is a city. It's going to need at least a megawatt of power, steady. I can do a lot of it with wind, but you need the sun as well. And the other part of it is the generators themselves are going to have to be able to be interfacing to other moving objects. I can store a lot of energy excess when we have it, which is a thing I call the kinetic power plant. It works the same way as a grandfather clock. You pull a 5-pound weight up every day, it runs the clock all day. Make the weight 50,000 pounds, now you're running some other stuff all day. Okay. There's some things happening.
Cool.
There are things here that are very sacred to us, and we ask people to be respectful and mindful. This camp should be alcohol and drug free. We ask people to please, come in your best person, not your worst person. Be the best person you could be when you come in, because we need you. You need to be a part of this, and you're welcome.
The people who oppose this, do you have a comment that you...
I ask them to come down and pray with us, because they drink water too. We've got to remember, everybody needs water. That is our medicine. That is our first medicine as a human being. We ask them to come and pray with us, because, if this goes through and we lose our water supply, a lot of us aren't going to have a life. We cease to exist. And this river's pretty big and it's pretty long and goes all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. And another reason why we're here is because of the 1851 treaty and 1868 treaty. We signed those treaties to honor them, to stand by them. And the 1868 treaty is a peace treaty. So we come here peacefully and prayerfully. We're not armed. It's the law enforcement that's armed. That law enforcement was bought by the oil company. I've seen the human rights violations and atrocities they impose on our people, and it ain't right. They need to be held accountable for their actions. They need to be held accountable for their actions.
We're at Standing Rock. I have reason to believe that the police and National Guard and the Morton County Sheriff's Department have been involved in a continuing war of brutality against peaceful protesters. It's very disturbing, it's very upsetting, and yet the people maintain their commitment to nonviolence. They are being provoked left and right and are doing everything that they can to stop the pipeline within their power, using the power of nonviolence and love.
React mode is a lower mode. Prayerful mode is a power. Because you carry the truth. The truth is power. Love. Let them be as they are being. Okay? Peace be with you all.
Thank you.
Do not go up on the hill.
Please put cedar in your shoes. Thank you. Does anyone need cedar?
Good job, man. Welcome ashore.
Well, the action was Thanksgiving Day. You know, we had no intention of charging a hill with armed officers. We just want the world to know that, you know, we Thanksgiving Day doesn't have the same representation that it does to most families in America. So that was Thanksgiving for us was an attempt at freedom. I haven't seen anybody on the water protector side violent, but you know, I seen police laughing as they were shooting people in the head with rubber bullets. I seen people praying and were targeted because they were Indian by white police. I seen white water protectors stand in front of the people who were praying to try to protect them, and then I seen them shoot people in the back as they were running. That's not even allowed in the Geneva Convention. There's stuff going on out here that the police of North Dakota and those state troopers from other states that have been cross-deputized are doing that they would go to prison for in a war. What we're building here is human rights. You know, the people, the Plains Indian people up here have, you know, continually had their assets stolen from them, both by the state and the feds. More recently by the state. The state corporation is just an extension of the state. We see that the state has no concern of anything but the corporation. When you see this roadblock up here and 27 people had to go to the hospital and they couldn't get there because of the roadblock. Their concern is this pipeline. They're not concerned about human safety. They're not concerned about the federal law. They're just concerned about doing whatever they want and taking from whatever they want in Indian country. So they're in violation of federal law, they're in violation of international law, and they're in violation of their own state laws. This movement is to let the world know, you know, that this taking is not going to be allowed.
I have my boys, Pusaya, my girl, Chicha Oops, and we've been here, and they've been my companions. When the Ecuador elders were here, the healers, they came and I asked for some healing and some prayer, and I asked, you know, for that help. What the healers told me was these dogs were my guardians. So in that spiritual realm, these dogs are my guardians. And at one point, we did go back behind the lines and to pray and to help our relatives. And at that time, there was 84 of them that were arrested. And my dogs, who were my companions back there, you know, when we were being surrounded and trying to, the militarized police were trying to capture us, these dogs here pulled us and they indicated that we had to get moving, had to get going. And I credit them for saving a large group of us. So we moved double time that day, got going and followed that direction. So it's been healing to many people to have them here, you know, to share that, because a lot of people have left their animals at home. And so I'm really grateful that that same love was returned to them through the people who took that risk to get them back from the other side this morning, because they did cross the barriers over there, and you know, they were in high could have been in high danger. So I'm really thankful, you know, that we live again, you know, and you know, I'm going to take them with me today. We're going to go on a march here, and some prayers that'll be happening this afternoon. So in that way, you know, I'm glad that I could get them involved and just allow them to be a part of this camp. The blessings that go with them, it's who they are, that love that they share with the people. That love is all around here in this camp. Thank you. Have a good day to meet you.
And I'm here because it felt like the right thing to do. This thing is so much bigger than anything else that I've ever seen, any type of protest. There's so many different types of people and here for different reasons, but it's really good that everyone's here together to help because it makes a bigger impact and it's going to be a big part of history. That's why I'm here, to support that. I would just say that you should probably trust primary sources better, people who've been here and experienced things instead of the media, because the media doesn't cover much. I haven't seen anything besides what's on Facebook and who's been going live and stuff like that, so just
don't trust national news.
Yeah.
Like CNN, they haven't been telling the truth. All these people are family, forget the bloodline. We're all family, we're all related, and it just means a lot that people, not only just Native Americans, people from all around the world are coming. And there's so many flags that line that driveway. And they say we're violent, but it's really not. It's not even like that. I don't know why they think we're violent. We pray. And we pray for them too, because they think that this is okay. And they try to tell us what to believe, but we believe what we believe, and they can believe what they can, and they can believe what they believe. But they can't change our minds. We're not. They believe in Christianity. That's okay. I respect that. As it's good to pray. I don't know how to word this. Any kind of prayer is good. It doesn't matter how you pray, just as long as you pray. It's always a good thing. And I'm just happy that everyone's here and there's a lot of good things going on. And this all makes me really happy that this many people can come together and pray together and try to stop something really big like this. We're protectors, not protesters.
Very grateful for the many different faces. We weren't given a guideline, instruction book, or anything of the sorts to go about this. We're all going about this together, hand in hand. I'm very grateful for every single one of you. Beautiful souls healing one another. That's all we're doing. Mother Earth's gonna take care of herself. She has been. She's been resilient. Within ourselves, we need to heal. We lost our way. We're finding it. With one another, hand in hand. You see someone slowing down? Pick them up.